Ooh, nice sound. I didn't hear it the first time. This is Joshyblogz playing Dear Esther. Yeah, I restarted the game because I had the volume off. I'm glad I did because I missed that little sound in the beginning. Alright, so yeah, here we are. Yeah, I've been excited to play this game. This is the Landmark Edition. I don't know what that means exactly, but I've been excited to try this game out. I heard a few things about it, and I think it's a frequent mention. One of my heroes, Jim Sterling. I don't know what calling him heroes maybe strong, but one of my, I guess this is somebody I look up to in the gaming industry, and or gaming journalism. He's not in the gaming industry, is he? I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So I looked at the game a bit, and it was selling pretty cheap. The price was right. So here we are playing Dear Esther. We're going to do it without the director's commentary. But that's really cool that I can then later play it with the director's commentary. And that I'm probably once I beat levels, I'll be able to click around and just start wherever I like. I like this little chapter selection. Progress is saved at the end of each chapter? Oh, that's a little scary. Only at the end? So I don't want to play too long. But whatever, we'll see how it goes.
Dear Esther, the morning after I was washed ashore, salt in my ears, sand in my mouth, and the waves always at my ankles, I felt as though everything had conspired to this one last shipwreck. I remembered nothing but water, stones in my belly, and my shoes threatening to drag me under to where only the most listless of creatures swim.
Am I drowning?
You'll come back.
And I'm alive again. I got a trophy earned Serenade for drowning myself. I can zoom in with X and circle and triangle and square and L and R and R1, R2, L1, L2. They all do the same thing. So it's just walking around and zooming in on things. That's easy. I think I'll use R2 to zoom in, or R1 maybe. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's simple. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to drown myself again now. Yeah, I drowned myself. I think his voice very sexy, I guess. Very regal and sexy. So here we are. Oh, I got a flashlight. Nice. I just flip it on. It just flips on the flashlight automatically, which is cool. I guess I'm Esther, most likely. He's telling me the story, or am I him? We'll figure it out. I'm gonna assume that I'm Esther because he wouldn't be saying come back to himself. So I must be Esther. Well, here I am, Esther. Walking around, looking up stuff. That's weird. I want to restart. I want to hear the thing that he said in the beginning. I was too distracted drowning myself. I want to hear the opening. It's loading. Here we are.
Dear Esther, I sometimes feel as if I've given birth to this island. Somewhere between the longitude and latitude, a split opened up, and it beached remotely here. No matter how hard I correlate, it remains a singularity, an alpha point in my life that refuses all hypothesis. I return each time leaving fresh markers that I hope, in the full glare of my hopelessness, will have blossomed into fresh insight in the interim.
Okay, that was very mathematical and intellectual. That's hard to follow. I like the music. These must be some of the symbols he left, and yeah, I definitely can't understand them. C to C, H, O-H. Puzzling. And little marks like 3 points for H, 2 for H, 1 for H, and a little triangle. Upside down triangle or DH. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, H. And this one's 0 to H. I don't know what to make of all that. But one thing's for sure, I'm Esther, I think. And I'm at this guy's island. I'm assuming that I'm Esther because when I fall in the water, he says, "Come back." And so he's not talking to himself, he's talking to Esther, me. So I could go up or down now. I like to go the wrong way first, and I have this feeling up is the right way. So let's go down first. I know I can go in the water and drown myself already, so I don't need to do that again. I can't see my feet, so I might be some kind of robot or ghost or something. Esther the robot or ghost. We're hearing this guy's story. Can I go back? So I notice I can't climb that well on things. Yep, I can go back. Can I climb up here? No, it'd be kind of cool if I could, but I can't. Should look for his markers. Beautiful sky and rocks and all that. I think I should have went up first. So this is the way forward. And I wanted to go the wrong way first. Oh, there we go. And I can go up this way.
At night, you can see the lights sometimes from a passing tanker or trawler. From up on the cliffs, they are mundane. Down here, they fugue into ambiguity. For instance, I cannot readily tell if they belong above or below the waves. The distinction now seems banal. Why not everything and all at once? There's nothing better to do here than indulge in contradictions whilst waiting for the fabric of life to unravel.
I wish I could run a little faster, but I can't. Very intellectual. I feel like I could play this game again and again, and I wouldn't be able to follow it all that well. It's interesting. I don't feel as into it as some games. I don't feel like I want to pretend I'm the person, but I'm having trouble pretending I'm the person. Wow, sure it's beautiful here though. I do like it here. But who am I talking to? Who's this person telling me the story? I guess this is his island. I had to try that, I guess. I'm halfway back. I might as well go the rest of the way back. This looks almost climbable. But I guess it's not climbable. Be cool if that was climbable. But it's not. Zoom out. Zoom out. I don't think I can save the game. I think I need to finish a whole chapter to save the game. I'm not sure if I feel like finishing a whole chapter right now. So I may have to come back and do it again later. Which I guess would be fine. Closed captions enabled. Yes. Large captions for now disabled. Speaker configuration. 2 speakers. I don't know what that means. I'm just going to leave it. No, you're right. I know what that means. It means I have 2 speakers. I have a TV. I think it may have 2 speakers. Who knows? Probably not, but... Oh, it's just the same part where I can fall down. I managed to not fall this time. I thought you had to fall there. Or is it not the same part? Or is it not the same part?
Donnelly reported the legend of the hermit, a holy man who sought solitude in its most pure form. Allegedly, he rode here from the mainland in a boat without a bottom, so all the creatures of the sea could rise at night to converse with him. How disappointed he must have been at their chatter. Perhaps now, when all that haunts the ocean is the rubbish dumped from the tankers, he'd find more peace. They say he threw his arms wide in a valley on the south side, and the cliff opened up to provide him shelter.
Wow.
They say he died of fever 116 years later. The shepherds left gifts for him at the mouth of the cave, but Donnelly records they never claimed to have seen him. I have visited the cave and I have left my gifts, but like them, I appear to be an unworthy subject of this solitude.
Maybe I can find Donnelly. Probably not. I will go no further, apparently. Maybe it's just that I can't climb over this rock. Or the fall from here would be too steep. It's hard to tell. I guess that's it for me. I find the closed captioning disappointingly obsequious. Bad closed captioning game. This is not how closed captioning should work. Let's just look at how the large closed captioning works. Has it gotten dark? No, it hasn't. Still bright out. I thought it got dark for a second. That would be an interesting effect. Oh, almost made it. Okay. So which is the way forward? I could go up here or this way. I was thinking what I could do is I can just, if I make a mistake and don't go the correct way, it'll be a little disappointing, but I could just maybe just finish the level and then replay it and go the other way later. So, like for instance, if I had really thought about it, I wouldn't have chosen to go back, because there's no save in this game. So maybe it's better to just finish the level, get to the save, and I can always replay it later. No regrets though. We found out about Donnelly. I'm gonna name the narrator because he doesn't have a name. I'm gonna name him Joshyblogz. Yeah, that's meta. He can be Joshyblogz and I'm Esther. There we go. I like Joshyblogz. He's such a British regal voice. I hope he speaks some more to us soon.
The mount is clearly the focal point of this landscape. It almost appears so well placed as to be artificial. I find myself easily slipping into the delusional state of ascribing purpose, deliberate motive to everything here. Was this island formed during the moment of impact? When we were torn loose from our moorings, and the seatbelts cut motorway lanes into our chests and shoulders, did it first break surface then?
Well said, Joshyblogz. I really like your island. I don't know. Calling him Joshyblogz doesn't seem like the best. Inserting myself into the story, or my other self into the story, as the narrator doesn't seem to be working for me. He doesn't seem like a Joshyblogz. He seems like a Jean-Luc or something. I think I'll name him Doggett. Doggett. That's a good name. Here we are on Doggett's Island. It's pretty beautiful here.
When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff,
I see it there.
exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or fishing boats, and notice and aid, or impose a cordon of protection. Wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff path died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this: to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
I think I should have went down, but we could always jump off here, I think. Let's not do that. Let's just progress. And we're going to take off the captions, by the way, because the captions are super annoying and terrible. Bad job with captions. I like that it has disableable crosshair, which I don't feel tempted to have a crosshair. Let's have a look at what the crosshair would look like, though. Yeah, that's annoying. Like, depending on how the game works, like, if there's nothing to pick up, I don't even know if it's worth it to have any crosshair at all. But, I mean, starts out disabled, so nothing to complain about. There's only a master volume. That's a bit rude. There should be an option to lower the volume of the voice versus the volume of... So it forces you to experience the game as it wants you to. I find it a bit controlling. Like, I should be able to just put up the... have the volume turned off on the voice and have the music on. Or turn off the music and only hear the sound effects. Oh well. Could just be laziness, that the design decision. If it's laziness, I respect it more. But either way, it's not great. this little gate here that prevents me from going one way or the other.
I quote directly. A motley lot with little to recommend them. I have now spent 3 days in their company. That is, I fear, enough for any man not born amongst them. Despite their tedious inclination to quote scripture, they seem to be the most God-forsaken of all the inhabitants of the Outer Isles. Indeed, in this case, the very gravity of that term, forsaken by God, seems to find its very apex. It appears to me that Donnelly, too, found those who wander this shoreline to be adrift from any chance of redemption. Did he include himself in that, I wonder?
There's the scratching she's talking about, I think. Hard to read. I keep thinking that the rocks look like people. Is that a person? Maybe I'm supposed to think that. Yeah, not a lot to it. I think I'm progressing forward. Oh, there's that cave I was looking down on before. This may be where Donnelly is.
I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life.
Is that where I started? Maybe so. I don't think I was by that lighthouse, was I? No. I started over there.
I find myself increasingly unable to find that point where the hermit ends and Paul and I begin. We are woven into a sodden blanket, stuffed into the bottom of a boat to stop the leak and hold back the ocean. My neck aches from staring up at the aerial. It mirrors the dull throb in my gut where I'm sure I've begun to form another stone. In my dreams, it forms into a perfect representation of Lot's wife, head over her shoulder, staring along the motorway at the approaching traffic in a vacuum of fatalistic calm.
It's another, like, little thing. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same. Except it has a little tree root now. So it wasn't like a scoring system, I don't think. Unless it was just lazy game design. Could be. They accidentally put it in the same place twice. Why all that? What does it mean? Some kind of scientific notation, maybe? That freaks me out. I feel like you can see a face in there. Some subtle red there that you might not easily see. Did my flashlight could go out? Oh no, there it is. I just turned it off apparently. Alright. Whoa, did I just go in a circle? I think I did. Oh, you have to go in a circle. It's just a circle. I thought I was on my way out. No. I thought it was the other end, but I was just walking in a circle. Alright, I'm pretty sure there's no option but to walk in a circle there. I thought that I... He didn't say come back this time. Alright. So, I thought that I had made my way out. I mean, I thought that... I want to explain. I thought that this was probably... This here was probably the lead back to the way I came from. But now I'm thinking this may be the way forward. And the way I came from, the walk along the beach area may have just been a dead end. But we'll see. Walk up the walls a little bit, it's kind of cool. Just like you could do in real life. These fences are annoying. Hope I don't want them fenced off in one way or the other.
The vegetation here has fossilized from the roots up. To think they once grazed animals here, the remnants of occupation being evidence to that. It is all sick to death. The water is too polluted for the fish. The sky is too thin for the birds, and the soil is cut with the bones of hermits and shepherds. I've heard it said that human ashes make great fertilizer. That we could sow a forest from all that is left of your hips and ribcage, with enough left over to thicken the air and repopulate the bay.
Wow. Is that true? I find that hard to believe. I don't think it's true. If that's true, I'd like my ashes used as fertilizer. Nice stream. I feel lost, like, where do I go from here? There's a lot of options. This game's exhausting. Like you need like a save option. I think this is a bad idea. Let's go down. Nope, you can die.
Come back.
Stack at an Armin. I got a trophy for stack an Armin. Okay, now I'm sure I don't know what these trophies mean. I thought the last one maybe kind of made sense, but now I'm thinking it probably didn't, and I'm going crazy to think it even made sense. Because stacking Armin definitely doesn't make sense, and the last one didn't make sense either. I was thinking this would not be the way forward, but we'll see if it is or not. I think we're supposed to make our way to that glowing lighthouse, the main thing. Yeah, this is probably the way forward. Games, Esther World. Oh. Did I make it to part 2? Maybe I made it to chapter 2 now. Donnelly. I did it. I earned the trophy for Donnelly.
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my ordnance survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think that there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn off for Sanford and the welcome brake services. But although I can always see it in my rearview mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
Well, I think I'm on chapter 2 now, which is cool, because it wasn't that long, which is good, because the chapters mark the autosave section. I hope there's not only 4 chapters, but there appear to be only 4. That would be a bit disappointing, because that would be a bit short. But I paid $3 for the game or so, and it looks like it'll at least be worth that much. What if I go back this way? I'm stuck in chapter 2. But I think now if I quit, let's try. Exit to main menu. Any progress made in this chapter will be lost. Great. Resume.
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter.
Yep, I was right. So let's stop here. This has been chapter 1 of Dear Esther, Landmark Edition. Save video clip.